What's going on, guys? Claycuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide, this time covering the new trial, the two-headed dragon. But before we get on into all of that, I want to talk about a new sponsor we have for the channel. They're going to keep my belly full, my lights on, and help me bring the great content to you. They're called Amino, and what they are is a community-based app that brings a bunch of communities together from different video games, anime, anything you could think of, and they just released an awesome standalone app for Final Fantasy, so it's great for us, right, because we love Final Fantasy. You can create a Final Fantasy profile on here. The profile system is amazing. This app is very sleek and like modernized. It looks very good. I would describe this app as a mixture between Twitter and Reddit and Tumblr all thrown into one. And you can create a profile. You can have your profile picture on there. You can make a background image. That image can even be a GIF that moves, which I think is amazing. We can follow each other. You guys should definitely follow me on there. You can find me at Claycuzolt, and I'll have my little chocobo picture as my image. And then, you know, if you follow me back, we can have one-on-one chats and talk about stuff on there and meet each other on the app, so I can see how cool your profile are. Also, if you notice here, you can level up in the app, and the way you do that is just by being active. And your higher level is, the more you can pound your chest and say you're awesome, which I thought was amazing. And that's specifically for the Final Fantasy part of Amino. If you guys didn't know, Amino has tons of other communities, from Kingdom Hearts to animes to you know, Fallout to Overwatch. They have a ton of them, so you guys should definitely check them out if you do end up liking the Final Fantasy standalone app. The features that come with this app are amazing. They have a main story feed, and this is where you're going to make your posts, like creating polls, asking questions, or just posting cool stuff that you've made, like art or ideas that you have. And then you can like and comment on these posts just like you would on like a Reddit, but it feels a little bit more personal on this app. I don't know why, but it kind of does. Also, a cool feature that I thought was amazing. Look at this, guys. Look how good this looks. The public chat system, where essentially anybody can make a public chat. There are tons of them already made, from, you know, random stuff to Final Fantasy you know, role-playing, to Final Fantasy guides, to Final Fantasy, specific Final Fantasies, like I saw one for Final Fantasy 15, and all you gotta do is click, join. It tells you a little bit about the rules or about the community you're about to join, the chat, and then you can just chat away. It's like an IM service, and it's very smooth, guys. This app is very well designed, so it's pretty awesome. And I just made a post on here. I'd like, if you guys do get the app, I'd like you guys to comment on it. I pretty much asked who you would want as your Final Fantasy best friend from anybody in all of the universes and all of the Final Fantasies. Who would be your best friend that you would want to tag along with? For me, it would be Tidus. You guys know that already, the badass. I'd want him to teach me how to play Blitzball. I want to learn how to do that stuff, and I think it would be awesome. So comment on that if you guys do get the app, and tell me who your best friend would be. I got a couple other posts I want to show you guys before we get into the trial. This one, this is what's cool about this app. You can find posts about all kinds of stuff. This one is a comic concerning Final Fantasy VI. If you look at the top, this is when our boy suplexes the train, and as he's suplexing it, it shows like the ticket or the train conductor, and he's like flipping on his back, and he's like, what the heck's going on? Because you know, we're suplexing the train. So I thought that was funny. And then I also found this post of another content creator. It's a streamer, and he was cosplaying as Noctis, and I think his significant other was going as Luna for the Final Fantasy 15 release. And even Square Enix took notice to this and retweeted out his stream and saw it on this app. So you guys should definitely check it out. I would highly recommend it. If you guys want to download it, you can find the links in the description below for Android or iOS, things like that. This is a very nice app, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And now, after all of that, let's go ahead and get into the video and kick some dragon butt. So in this trial, we're going to be fighting a big dragon. He has a double-headed dragon, and we're going to learn that he has elemental resist to everything except for blizzard and ice. So if you guys are going to take magic into this, we're going to go ahead and use Blizzaga chaining, stuff like that. Another pointer here is, if you are taking physical damage dealers in here, you want to try to avoid any kind of weapons that have elements attached to them, because, unless it's ice related, because he has a 50% resist to everything else, so you want to avoid that. And also, status elements, all nullified. Can't status element the dragon at all, so that's an important key factor. Now we're going to go over the abilities and when the dragon would use them, or what procs him to use these abilities. But overall, I feel like it's a pretty simple fight if you work around the strategy of what's going on here. So the dragon can use Head Rush, which is just physical damage, has a chance to paralyze somebody at 50%. Not that bad. Usually going to hit your tank if you use Provoke. Magic Bite, physical damage, but then reduces your magic and spirit by 50% and has a chance to silence you by 30%. So a little more rough, a debuffer on you, also having a chance to silence you, but again, probably going to hit your tank as long as Provoke and things like that are up. So again, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Next ability up is called Double Break Breath, excuse me. Fire and ice damage, because, you know, it's a whole double dragon thing. So it's do fire and ice damage to you, and then it's going to reduce your attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns turns to all enemies. So he is going to reduce your attack and defense by 50% to all enemies and do fire and ice magic damage to everybody. So, you know, you want to make sure you have focus up for this. And then the attack and defense debuff, you're not going to be able to do much about that. So that's going to be kind of rough to deal with. Then he has another ability called Release, which is going to do magic damage with blind and silence to all enemies. 100%. So when he uses Release, everyone's getting blind and silenced unless they have some kind of resist to it. And then you're going to take some mad magic damage. So focus is pretty important in this fight. He does, before he does Release is a triggered ability that happens when you break an HP threshold. So before he does that, he'll just say Release, or Boost, excuse me. He'll use the ability Boost. And when he uses the ability Boost, that's all he does for the turn. It just says Boost. And he's powering up. So that's when you want to defend. So I will tell you that, guys, now. If you see him say Boost, he's about to use Release, which is going to do a lot of magic damage and blind and silence everybody, okay? So make sure you defend when he uses Boost. And we'll go over that in the middle of the fight when I'm fighting it. But I just want you guys to remember. And this is the most stupid ability. I hate these abilities in games, but we're just going to have to deal with it. It's called Swallow, and it's death 100% to one enemy. And he's going to cast this every 5 turns. So the longer the fight goes on, he's just going to use this Swallow ability, where I guess the dragon comes down and munches on your Cecil, and he's dead. It's over. You can't fight it. You can't stop it. He's going to kill somebody every 5 turns. So you've got to be ready with your Phoenix Downs or your Raises to bring that person back up. And then finally, his last ability is called Dragon's Voice. Reduce the attack, defense, magic, and spirit for 999 turns to all enemies. So he's just going to reduce everything down by 100%. He's going to make you super weak, super susceptible to damage, and make you hit really soft. He's gonna take that baseball bat and turn it into one of those like plastic bats you used to hit the wiffle balls with, dude. You're not gonna be able to do much damage at all. But you know, we have strategies around this. We're gonna be able to take him down. One of the things you want to avoid for sure is that he will mess you up if you use magic damage on even turns. So you want to only use magic damage on odd turns, which I know sounds weird, but I'm assuming like in this fight, like one head comes down and does something, the next head comes down, and the one head hates magic damage. So just on odd turns, use magic damage if you have to. If you're going to use an elemental chain, you're going to use Blizzaga, only do it on odd turns. Keep those in your head. And then on even turns, you know, just auto attack or buff up and heal and stuff like that. Another thing about this boss, do not use abilities on him at all. Don't use abilities on him at all. Don't full break him. Don't you barrage him. Don't do anything. Just auto attack him or Blizzaga chain him. Use magic. Because if you use abilities, he's going to do a big bad move, mess your team up. If you use magic on even turns, he's going to mess you up too. So those are the 2 things you want to avoid. Now, as far as healing, provoke, things like that on your team, he doesn't care about that too much. As long as you're not pissing the dragon off, he's not going to mess with you. It's like don't hit the beehive and make the bees come at you, you know, stuff like that. So next we're going to go over what team we're going to take into here and what team comps you can think about using. I'll give you guys a little insight on what might make this easier, some items you might not think about using, which will help with the fight. And then we'll actually get into the fight and I'll show you guys how I beat it. So, for team comp, you guys probably have gotten already used to this. We're going to have a tank, a healer. This time we're not going to have a full breaker though, as we can't even use full break on him or he'll get pissed and, you know, karate chop us down back into hell. And then we're going to take 3 physical damage dealers because I want to use physical damage. I want to be doing damage every turn that I can and not have to wait to try to magic chain him, you know, on every odd turn. Now you guys, if you guys want to use magic dealers, you're more than welcome to. Just remember on odd turns do that. So our physical damage dealers are going to be Chizuru. I chose Chizuru because she does have, remember we're just going to be auto attacking. She does hit twice and she has a pretty high damage dealing, and I just decided I haven't seen Chizuru in a while and I wanted to use her. So we're using Chizuru, you know, just equipping her up. We're not putting the Churi-Jiraden on her. We're using the Murasame, strictly speaking, or the Asufone, whichever one you guys want to use. Strictly speaking, because we don't want that fire elemental on our weapon. So we're gonna skip that and go ahead and just go with a weaker one. But you know, the element damage being resisted by him will make it even worse. So we're gonna put that on her. No, normal equips and then normal materia equips. Moving on, we're definitely using COD, and the reason we're using COD, and COD seems like she's just knocking it out of the park, which is why I really love her as a character. She has comeback, and if you guys don't remember what comeback does, is it's going to get rid of all those nasty debuffs he's going to put on you throughout the fight. So when he does release, does all that magic damage and blinds and silences everyone, just unsilence COD with either Asuna, with Refia or somebody else, or use Echo Herbs, and then use Comeback, and then everybody's clean. You can keep going with the fight. And also COD just hits pretty hard. On COD, I decided to put on Dragon Killer on our COD. COD is kind of tanky, can take a hit. We want our Dragon Killer materia to be on someone who could do a lot of damage, but also take a lot of damage. You don't have to worry about it being dead and useless. Dragon Killer, if you guys didn't know, is a free, in my opinion, a free-to-play TM you guys can get. It comes from friend point summons from the, I think her name is Skaha. She's a Dragoon, and all you gotta do is friend friend point summon, use your friend points, keep fusing them together till you get to 100%, boom, you have a dragon killer. And that's what I'm putting on COD here. I did have it on our next character, Kane, for a little bit, but Kane's a little bit less tanky, can take a few hits, and I don't really see a reason I'm putting it on Kane, so yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So we're gonna put it on our COD and see how that goes. Moving on, we're taking Kane. The reason we're taking Kane is Kane has innate dragon killer already on him, so he's dealing 50% more damage to the boss as is, so that's pretty cool. That's what we're gonna take Kane. And then look at this item we have equipped to him, the twin lance. This lance, obviously Kane needs a lance, boom, put a spear on him, we got it. Twin lance. Twin lance allows, it doubles the number of auto attacks you do. I call them auto attacks. So when you normal attack, it's going to double that number. So let's say you put it on a lightning, instead of 5 attacks, it's going to do 10 attacks. So here we're going to put it on Arcane. He's going to do 2 attacks, but those are 2 attacks, auto attacks, that are going to be buffed up by Dragon Killer. So I like it here. Also, he has to have a spear anyway, so I feel like it was a perfect fit. And then finally, we're going to have our, healer, and we're taking Refia. Now, yeah, Refia is the strongest healer in the game, but she is kind of free to play to get. She is a 4-star base, not the hardest, and a lot of you guys have her out there. We're taking Refia, you know, can Curage her pretty strong. She has the full life, which we're going to need to combat the ability where he chomps down on your person and kills them every 5 turns. So we need the heal there. So you guys can take any healer you want. Again, any tank you want. I like Cecil here because he has focus. Remember, this boss does a lot of magic damage, and Cecil can heal and help us with that. So that's why we're taking Cecil, and that's our team comp. As far as a friend unit you're going to take with you, you want to look for a friend unit that hits with a lot of auto attacks. So maybe Luna, Lightning, people like that. More than likely Lightning, because Lightning hits 5 times, and then more than likely that Lightning is going to have dual wield and hit, you know, be leveled up and going to hit even more than that. So that's what we're looking to do here, guys. We're looking to auto attack the whole way through the fight. It's kind of a snooze fest, but that's going to be okay. Referring to items that we're going to take in this battle, we're just going to take the normal Echo Herbs, the eye drops, and the paralysis. I think it's the what was it, unicorn horn to cure paralysis. And then we're going to take our elixirs, our turbo ethers, and our phoenix downs, and we're going to take these just in case maybe Refia dies. We got a phoenix down, or Refia doesn't have the time to bring someone back to life. We have the phoenix downs for our team. So that's the whole setup, guys. The boss is actually pretty simple. I'm going to show you guys the fight, walk you through it, beat him and take him down, so you guys can get that awesome helmet from him. Okay, guys, so here we're in the middle of the fight. Obviously, we're going to start off with an embolden, getting our attack and defense up by Refia. We're going to have Cecil cast Provoke, so he's pulling the attacks to him. And then with everyone else, we're just auto-attacking. We don't want to proc him to get angry. We don't want to poke the belly of the beast. And this, you guys are going to get kind of, I think this is the most easy fight in the game. So he used double breath dragon attack. You know, he's doing a lot of damage to everybody, and as you can see, we have Cecil having some status summons from that attack, and then everybody else is having their stuff lowered too. He used that AoE one. So right now we're just going to go ahead and you have Refia go ahead and cast Kuraja. Sorry about mispronouncing that, man. I don't know why I can't say that move. I just want to be like double dragon from the video game. So we're going to go ahead and use Kuraja, and we're going to see where everybody's HP pools are at. They're pretty high up there, and we're going to have Cecil. Actually, you know, just to be safe, because I'm afraid yeah, Cecil's kind of low too, so we're going to use Kuraja here. We might want to cast Focus, but I think we're okay right now. As long as we get Focus in next turn, we'll be fine. So we're going to use Kuraja here, and then we're just going to auto-attack with everybody else, guys. And that's how it's going to be. We're going to look for the HP thresholds to be hit, which we'll be hitting one soon. I think there's one at 80%. So Head Rush is being cast. Cecil's doing his cover thing, taking less damage. Chizuru did get paralyzed there, so we're going to have to get rid of that for her. So we're going to cast Focus, and it seems like everybody's pretty good on health. So we're going to cast Focus with Cecil to get our Focus buff up, our Magic and Spirit buff up, just pretty much for the Spirit from the attacks. And go ahead and use Asuna onto Chizuru to get rid of the paralysis. And then we're just going to auto-attack with everybody. I think we're being kind of dicey with Kane here, as he is down almost 1,000 HP, but as long as he doesn't get hit by anything too hard, we'll be alright. So we'll see what happens here, see if we made a mistake. Ooh, that was a close one. See, it was close. So we're going to go ahead and cast Kuraja here, get our life back up. And we're going to cast a double Kuraja, I do believe, with Cecil also. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cast Kuraja. We do have his limit break up, but we're going to wait until the next turn to cast that. As actually, we might need to cast Provoke soon. Actually, we should be casting Provoke right now. So let's look at our health here. We're not going to cast Provoke because we might actually push him through a threshold. These are things you need to think about when you're going through the fight. Remember, he needs to go past an 80% threshold to use the boost ability where he does nothing for a turn. And then he's going to go ahead and unleash his big ability. So we don't really need Provoke, I don't think. So we're going to go ahead and use Kuraja and get everybody up to full health. And then we're just going to auto-attack with everyone again, slowly taking him down, slowly beating his butt. So nothing too crazy here, nothing too crazy here. And boost like we had planned. And so now we're going to defend with everyone but Cecil. And with Cecil, I think we're going to go ahead and use his limit burst. normally you could defend with Cecil here, but I think using this, he's tanky enough to survive this. It isn't too bad. So we're gonna use defend with everybody because he just used boost, but Cecil, and then he's gonna do release and do mad damage to everybody. Everybody's getting blind and silenced, but as you can see, Refia didn't get silenced because she has that innate passive that stops that from happening. So what we want to do is go ahead and use somebody who, you know, isn't gonna do that much damage right now. So we're gonna go ahead and have our Chizuru use Echo Orbs of Silencing on our Cloud of Darkness. So we're gonna get rid of the silence, and then with Cloud of Darkness, we're gonna go ahead and cast the ability Comeback. Gonna cure all those status elements off everyone. So they're all gone. Remember, we have Cecil's buff on us, I do believe. Yeah, we have Cecil's Limit Break buff on us, so we don't need to be casting Embolden. Go ahead and cast Kiraja here. And then with Cecil, we're going to go ahead and cast Provoke, because that's off of us too. And then with everyone else, we're just going to auto-attack, I do believe. I'm going to check health pools here, make sure we don't need to heal with anybody else. Full health pools almost besides Cecil, and Provoke is on, so it's a good chance to auto-attack. And then that's how the fight goes, guys. There's not much else to it. He will kill somebody on the 5th turn, so I think after this turn, somebody's going to die randomly, so we're going to have to deal with that. There's nothing that can be done about that, sadly, so as you can see, Cecil took all of the damage from those attacks, so what we'll do is go ahead and cast Asuno on Cecil, and then we'll have Cecil cure himself with, I think we're going to have to use Kiraja anyway. His mana isn't really a problem here, and if so, we can just use an Elixir if he gets too low. So we're going to go ahead and use Kiraja, and then with everybody else, we're just going to auto-attack, so auto, break him down, hit him as hard as we can. We want to try to chain too, as the best we can here. And, you know, we're doing pretty good. We're almost halfway there. Double Break Breath, double Dragon Breath, the move I can't say for some reason. Is he killing someone randomly here? Or is it next turn? Alright, he didn't kill anybody that turn, but it's coming next turn. Papa's gonna knock somebody out next turn. I lost track of my turns. So, we're gonna head and cast Kiraja on everyone. We're gonna see where we are after the Kiraja. See our health pools. Cecil's getting kind of low. So, here we could cast a Elixir on Cecil. We could cast Kiraja. I'm gonna go ahead and cast an Elixir to be safe, to be honest. The problem with casting an Elixir here is that he could actually kill Cecil with the big damaging one that casts death on somebody with 100% chance, and then we wasted our Elixir, but I feel like it's an okay thing to do here, so we can just keep our damage going and hit him up hard. I don't think that passing thresholds will stop him from using that ability. So Head Rush happens here, and then he had Chizuru pretty hard. He hasn't cast it yet, so maybe I'm really bad at keeping turns, or maybe passing thresholds does reset his 5-turn counter for the kill ability. So I'm still unsure on that, as we haven't seen him do it yet, or I'll have to rewatch the video and see how dumb I am concerning the timer of the turns here. So we're gonna go ahead and use Embolden, because we do need our attack and defense boosted back up, and we do need Kiraja here to try to save Chizuru. Now, if Chizuru dies, I'm gonna be honest, guys, you guys probably hate me for saying this, but we don't really need her in this fight. We have Cloud of Darkness, Kain, and Luna that can carry us. So if she gets hit here, I'm sorry, Chizuru, but we're gonna have to say goodbye to you. Maybe we'll use full life on her or something. So he's using boost here, so perfect. So what we'll have to do is we'll have everybody defend, except for Cecil, and he'll go ahead and use Kiraja. And that's gonna help us out, because that way now we've healed up Chizuru. I think it'll heal her up almost to full. And yeah, everybody's a full and everybody's defending, so we're pretty good here, and nobody's died yet from the auto death, which is really weird. So he does release, boom, lots of damage to everyone. It would have been nice to have focus there, but I think we're gonna be able to heal through it anyway, and rinse and repeat. Remember, we go ahead and cast our Echo Orbs on our Cloud of Darkness, bada bing, bada boom, cast Comeback to cure everybody else of all their status elements. We're gonna heal everybody the best we can with Kiraja. And one of the things we could have done here, if you guys didn't know, is Loving Heart. Boost defense and cure poison, blind, sleep paralysis. You know, it's an AoE Asuna, but I think it's better to do what I just did than use Kiraja to make sure everybody has a lot of health up, you know what I mean? In this spot right here, if you took a friend Lightning and you were scared of like these little HPs being gone from everybody, you could use Cura. That's something you guys could do, but we're gonna go ahead and use Provoke, because that is down. So we're gonna use Provoke. It'd be nice to use Cecil's Limit Break sometime soon too, to go ahead and boost everything up besides that. Now just the rinse and repeat here, like I said, I keep saying. Double Break Breath. It doesn't even Dragon in it. I want to say Dragon, man. Why is it Double Break Breath? It's Double Dragon Breath. That hurts. We definitely need focus on our team. So we're going to cast Kiraja here, and then we're going to cast Focus, I do believe. No, we can actually use Sacred Guard. We can boost our defense with Sacred Guard. I think it'll actually work better for us. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Once I see our curing, like where we are on heals. Ooh, Kain, I think we're gonna have Chizuru heal you up. So we're gonna have Chizuru use an X potion on Kain. It just scares me a little bit too much to have him that low, just in case he does get hit, and then we just auto attack with everybody, guys. So, you know, it's a slow fight. In my opinion, it's kind of a boring fight. I know there are there's the whole odd and even turns with how if you should use magic or not, but Honestly, guys, it's just like, ugh, I don't know. It's just like a trial that maybe it was supposed to be an early trial. I don't know what time they got this in Japanese, but it just seems kind of resident sleeper to me if you guys are from Twitch. So I don't know. So we're gonna use Kiraja again. How are we doing on mana? It's pretty well on mana actually. We have Provoke up, which is good. So it might be a double Kiraja turn for us, which it will be, just to get Cecil back up to as full health as we can get him, and then just auto attack him down, man. Pretty simple here. Remember, you can get other trophies from this or other achievements by 1, taking 5 people, not taking or at least taking 5 people, a companion included. 2, killing him with an Esper, and then 1, no one dying. The problem with the no one dying one is like, how do you do that on here? But I guess we're doing it somehow because he's not casting his, you know, that kill ability, so there's some way that's happening. We'll have Chizuru. Do we have unicorn horns, or was I stupid and not brought him? Oh, cool. Cool, bro. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we have to use a Suna here, and we'll just have Cecil cure himself. It's fine. But you want to have unicorn horns and not be an idiot like me. The problem with me is sometimes I unequipped all my items and forget to equip them back on, or I equipped other items to doing fun, funky stuff, and I forget to put them on. So you definitely want unicorn horns there, because what I could have done is use Kiraga with Refia, healed more, use less mana, and then had Chizuru go ahead and use the unicorn horn to get Cecil back up. So yeah, I think Cecil's Provoke is actually off, but we had to cure Cecil there, I think. So okay, boost, perfect, nice. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna have Cecil cast an X potion on himself, and everybody else is gonna defend like we have been doing. And bada bing, bada boom. See how hard this bad boy hits us. Dun, da, da, da. Oh, it hurts. Okay. Go ahead and use an Echo Herbs on our Cloud of Darkness and see where that goes. Comeback comes next. What's cool here is too, is like, you don't have to worry about mana with Cloud of Darkness here, because she's not doing anything but auto attacking, which you know, normally when you're casting comeback and stuff like that, you're like, oh god, there's so much mana being spent, but here you don't have to worry about that at all. We'll use Kiraja. I do think we need an Embolden effect. Yeah, we're down on Embolden, but that's okay. I'm gonna have, Cecil needs a Provoke, I think, right? Yeah, so Cecil needs a Provoke, so we're gonna use another Elixir on him. I guess Kane has to use it. I don't want him to be the one to use it, but he has to. I just don't get to play with Kane enough. So where's our Elixir at? We'll go ahead and use it on our Cecil. Cecil will cast Provoke, and then we're going to auto attack with Lumith. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nothing too bad there. But those are the parts of the fight where you actually have to think which characters you're going to use, things like that. We definitely want Provoke one so that Cecil takes all this damage and look, nobody else gets touched. So this next turn will be pretty simple for us. We can cast we can't even cast the Bolt, excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cast Max or Turbo Ether on our Refia, because she's gonna need a little bit of mana. I think actually right here we'll use Turbo Ether with Chizuru. I just don't think her attacks actually are worth as much as using an Embolden here, so we'll go ahead and change that up and use Embolden instead. And Cecil will use Focus, and because he does, everybody has pretty high HP pools, and we want to have Focus on, and then we just auto attack with everybody else. Pretty simple, guys. Pretty good. Pretty good. We're doing great. Is anybody gonna die? Is anybody gonna pass out? Double break breath. No! Oh, shit! Damn, he hit hard that turn. I wonder what happened, but Kane got annihilated. So here, I think I'm just gonna leave Kane dead, maybe? What do you think? Phoenix down with Chizuru, Cure. Yeah, okay, so we can Phoenix down with Chizuru here. I want to see if that works out for me. Most of the time when somebody dies, though, without using full life on them, they tend to meet their makers for the rest of the time of the tournament, or not the tournament, but the battle. But we're gonna use that. We'll use Kiraja. We can actually use double Kiraja, which is good here. Ooh, we got Cecil Limber Burst, which is always cool. We'll cast that on another turn, and then we're gonna auto attack with both those. So we have double Kiraja and double auto attack. Bada bing, bada boom. That hit hard there, though, didn't it, guys? But we recovered. Look, we recovered. Unless this hits us just as hard again. Damn, we have Focus and Embolden on, don't we? Kane! Oh, he lives! He lives! Which is awesome. Kiraja on everyone. And then Cecil's going to use his Limber Break, I think. Right, they're going to be held up enough, right? Please. Heal everybody up enough. That seems good enough to me. Use Cecil's Limber Break, which is awesome. He raises Excalibur. Which I don't even know if he's not actually using Excalibur there, which is weird. Wonder what is in his hand. What sword? Why did you use that on him? No! No! Okay. We got lucky there. So we need to cast, I think we need to cast a Provoke, don't you guys? We need to Provoke now? Yeah. Yep, we need to Provoke. So we'll Provoke. And just auto attack with everyone else. We're getting him really close to being dead. I actually don't have the Esper clear yet. Because before I did this video, I was just like trying to make sure. There it is, the Swallow, you son of a bitch! And he boost. So, oh, this is a tough turn, guys, because he's boosting, so he's gonna do that mad hit damage. Like, what's the play here, man? We could full life with Refia, but then Refia is probably gonna die, to be honest. Is it worth the risk? Like, what's our play here? We could have Chizuru actually cast Phoenix down on him, but he'll probably die anyway. I think full life's the play, to be honest. Do we have enough mana for full life? We do, just enough, don't we? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I want my Cecil back. I want my Cecil back from the dead, baby! And then everybody else is gonna defend. And then hopefully Refia lives by some miracle, which she probably won't, but we're gonna find out. Oh god, please stop! Yes! Okay, so here's gonna be a little weird. We're gonna have Chizuru do the same thing she always does. We're gonna have Cloud of Darkness cast the comeback, and then Kane is actually gonna cast an elixir on our girl Refia, because we need some mana too. I think that's what we're gonna do. We could do Turbo Ether. What do you guys think? Turbo Ether? Is that okay? We save an elixir, but is it worth it though? Because we can have. Oh, Cecil doesn't have provoke. Yeah, I want to go ahead and use an elixir just to be safe here, guys. They're not a dime a dozen, obviously, but there is ways you can farm them, so we'll get some back. So we'll use an elixir here and go ahead and cast Kiraja, and then have Cecil cast the Big Daddy. The Big Daddy provoke, because we need provoke on. And then we'll just auto attack. We're getting him down really close. Obviously, we're having kind of close calls, but not really. I mean, it's not the worst. We've recovered. We've had to use a few elixirs, but that's okay for trial bosses. I don't really mind that too much. Damn, Cecil. Damn, Cecil. Damn, Cecil. Stop taking so much damage, bro. Come on. Again, I don't have unicorn horns, which is, I know, stupid on my part, but you could use a unicorn here with one of your lower damage DPSs to have Cecil come back up. And then we're gonna use Kiraja, so with Cecil, and then we're just gonna auto attack with everyone else. We are really close to taking him down, so busted him down pretty hard here. We may have passed all the thresholds so far. Why are you attacking Chizuru, you jerk? I had provoke on. Okay, you can stop hitting Cecil now. I lied. Oh, okay, Cecil's dead. Oh shit. Kiraja for sure. And then I think we're just going all out on this fight right here. We're just gonna try to kill it and hope to get there. I don't think he can kill our 6-star units here, actually, so even if we don't kill it, I think we're okay for this turn. Unless, okay, I lied. He just killed Cloud of Darkness. Okay, that was really bad. Oh god. Okay, so I lied and angered him a lot. So he didn't like that at all, that I was like, no man, you can't kill that. So we're gonna get full life here. And then we're gonna have Kane use a Phoenix down on our Cloud of Darkness and hope that she survives. So that turn right there was really greedy by us, I think. Shouldn't have done that. I thought we'd do more damage, to be honest. Lunith can use an elixir on someone. Yeah, we'll use an elixir on the Cloud of Darkness, see if we can keep her up. We'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Swallow. Kills Lunith! I guess that was the 5th turn. That kind of sucked, but we're okay. That was funny I don't know. Sorry, guys. That was funny to me. So we're going to use that. We're going to use full life on our Lunith, bring him back up. And before we use the, obviously before we use the Cecil limit burst, we want to have Lunith up so he gets some of the love there. And then we just auto attack with the Cloud of Darkness here. That was funny. We really need provoke on, to be honest, but I think we might be okay here. This might be the turn we take him down. Oh, and we get the counter, baby, and we get the counter. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. So a lot of time here, I'm just making some little mistakes that could probably be avoided, but you know, having fun with it, man. Having fun. That's the whole point of this game, man, is to have fun. Maybe make a little bit of baby dumb mistakes and then get in there and finish them off. Let's see if we kill him here. Did we kill him here? Oh, he lived, and it's kind of like a good thing because I'm gonna use my Esper, so I get that Esper trophy, man, or that Esper clear. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and have the the counter! The troll! The counter goes off and kills him before we can use the Esper. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, alright, man. Alright. Well, he took us down anyway. Lunith, you son of a gun. How could you do this to me, man? I was gonna get that Esper clear, but that's okay. I'll get it later. But as you can see, guys, the fight's kind of Resident Sleeper in a way. There at the end, we had some fun because there were some close calls. Again, upon boost, just defend with everybody, and then release happens, and then come back, everybody back to full, or back to life, and get everybody back to full with Kiraja. But yeah, this boss fight was actually fun there at the end. I'm glad I got to show that off and get trolled by a freaking Luna counter there. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about the fight and if you're taking it down, and subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later. Never looked anything up on him. So the Trez Trial boss is going to give you the Grand Helm, defense plus 45, nullify silence, sleep, confusion, and boost your defense by 20% if you have heavy armor on. So this is going on Cecil, this is going on your Warrior of Lights. This thing is going to be awesome for you. It's going to give you that defense. I think this is going to give us our defense we need while stacking